A good way to start will be to say that Mukhtar is a perfect example of an agricultural extension agent. I hope you've been following the story of Mukhtar and how he improved the standard of living in his community by showing them how they could improve their farming practices, increase their output, and market their produce. Do you also remember that Mukhtar didn't stop there? He went ahead to do the same for several communities across Nigeria by employing the mass media method of agricultural extension. Today, I want to talk about the qualities of an ideal agricultural extension agent. We want to discuss some of the things that made Mukhtar excellent at his job. The first quality of an extension worker you should note is that the officer must be knowledgeable in his field. Mukhtar was able to teach the people because he had been taught. Do you remember how he left his community and went abroad to study? Of course, not every extension officer has to go abroad to study. It is, however, important that the extension officer has been thoroughly trained. Another interesting quality is interest and passion. Nothing describes this better than Mukhtar. He was fueled with a passion to see his people employ better agricultural techniques so that their standard of living in his community can improve. It is, however, very important that an agricultural extension officer understands the local language of the farmers because many of them might be illiterate. A good extension worker must be patient and not ill-tempered because of the variety of characters he will be dealing with in the process of carrying out his or her duties. Perhaps one of the most important qualities is the ability of the extension worker to be persuasive. He or she must be able to convince the farmers that the ideas and innovations they are bringing are better. The functions of an extension worker have already been explored in the course of our lessons on agricultural extension, but let's identify a few. It is an extension officer's job to plan and execute training programs. An extension worker must consult and reflect on agricultural development projects. The worker should act as a connecting link between researchers and the local farmers. He or she might also be responsible for supervising loans, evaluating and consulting for extension programs and projects. It's crucial for us to identify some of the problems facing agricultural extension workers. Some of these problems include illiteracy among farmers, language barrier, absence of credit facilities to give loans to farmers, inadequate resources to reach the farmers, and resistance on the part of the farmers to adopt new techniques. With all you've heard, would you like to be an agricultural extension worker like Mukhtar one day? I would like to be. Thank you and see you in the next class.